special edition of Bad Beast Barbecue. Hey, today I got a special guest in the bar area with me. This is my brother, Gerard Smith, aka Big G, aka the Blacksmith. That's right. So I got him here. He's came all the way from Louisiana to spend the 4th of July weekend. You been enjoying yourself, man?
Don't want it in.
So he's got this recipe that he did back when we were home 4th of July called the Drunken Hog. So he's going to do that for us today. I'm going to sit back in the cut, ask questions, and just watch while he's preparing this. So, and you guys enjoy it.
All right, YouTube fam. Hope y'all enjoying y'all 4th. Right now we got a almost 3-pound pork loin that we're going to season and inject it with a dried apple and crown apple mixture. We let the crown apples soak into the dried apples. We're going to cut slots in the pork loin, and we're going to inject it inside of it and take whatever juice left and some apple juice and inject it inside the pork loin. Okay. So while we get ready to do that,
so where did you come up with this Drunken Hog recipe, man? I know we drink a lot of Crown Royal. Exactly,
and you know, I like all flavors of Crown, but I'm more partial to the black and the regular. But I have a lot of friends that drink the maple and apple, so I buy it from time to time, but I don't drink it as much.
Okay.
So you know, the maple, you know, I barbecue, not as much as you, but I do barbecue a little bit back home, and I kind of incorporated the maple into a barbecue sauce. Mm-hmm. You know, so because I like the sweet maple, you know, taste, and it kind of came out good. As far as the green apples, it just hit me one day. You know, let's try something different. You know, so just messing around, I kind of got the idea of doing this drunken apple,
okay.
Drunken hog.
So what you got there is you got some dehydrated apples you bought from the store, and right. You've been rehydrating them for well, now it's been a couple of days. In Crown apple. So why the dehydrated apples? Why not use regular apples? Is it the fact that when the dehydrated apples reconstitute, they're full of the Crown apple?
They soak up the liquor, yeah. The regular apples didn't soak up as much liquor as I wanted them to.
Right, right.
So the dehydrated apples, let them sit long enough, they'll rehydrate themselves with the alcohol.
Okay, all right.
So it makes it taste a little bit better.
Okay. I guess you can do that probably for any dehydrated fruit. Then if you got peaches or things of that nature, some peach wine and stuff like that, you can literally use that process on almost any dry fruit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I haven't experimented that far out yet, but yeah. It's not a bad idea.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna let my brother go ahead and finish stuffing this bad boy with the reconstituted apples that were soaked in the Crown Raw apple, and we'll be right back. So hey, hang around, don't go nowhere. Okay, man. So go ahead. What we got going now?
All right. Well, now we're back. We just finished stuffing it with the soaked apple chips, and you want to try to overdo it because the heat from the grill or UDS or whatever you're going to use is going to kind of dry it out a little bit. So you want to overstuff it so that all the liquor flavor can go into your meat. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to inject it to make sure it doesn't dry out too much with apple juice. Since it's an apple-based concept, we're going with apple juice. So
the only place where there is Crown apple is actually in the fruit. Oh well, no, because you have a sauce on the stove, right?
Yeah, but that's not Crown apple. That's Crown maple.
That's Crown. Oh,
yes. Right. So it'll give it a kind of a sweet maple taste.
Right.
So.
Okay. All right. So here we inject that bad boy. Now, one caveat to this pork tenderloin here, which we didn't know, is we bought this pork tenderloin, and once again, it was one of those pork tenderloins in the pack that looked like it was solid, but it was split into 2 long halves. So, you know, so we had to tie it together, we had to truss it up in order to put it together. So next time we'll make sure that the ones we buy from the store is a one solid tenderloin. So that'll make it a lot easier to work with.
Yeah.
What do you think our old man would have thought of this recipe?
He was a kind of simple man, so I don't think he he wouldn't have cared too much for all these apples and stuff. But
okay.
yeah. But he liked barbecuing and he liked sitting around the fire, so I don't think it would have mattered what was on.
Yeah.
You know, as long as he was with us. So.
Yeah. Well, you know, shoot, as we took over barbecuing, he'd sit outside and give orders. So.
Well, I was with barbecuing, with work. He never really stopped being in charge. So, all right, now.
Okay, so you got it injected.
Got it injected.
Okay, so now you're gonna season them.
I'm gonna season them.
Okay, what are we using for seasoning?
We are using the Spice House Gateway to the North.
Okay.
It's a maple garlic seasoning.
All right, so you guys seen some of my previous videos. You've seen I got a bunch of spices from the Spice House out in Chicago, and I'll put a link down in the bottom of the description block for you to check those guys out. But this is that Gateway to the North. I believe it is. That's what the Gateway to the North. Maple garlic seasoning. Fantastic stuff. You got to check it out.
And it kind of coincides with our apple and maple theme. So.
Okay, all right. We're going to dust that bad boy down. Now, there's enough liquid on the tenderloin where we didn't need any kind of binder. So between the liquid that of the Crown Royal apple and the injection, there's plenty of liquid on here. But you're going to do something different on here that you didn't do at the one when I came for the 4th of July back in Baton Rouge. What you going to do?
Right. Well, since we're going with the apple maple theme, I'm going to wrap this bad boy in bacon.
Oh, okay.
It'll kind of help because it's in 2 parts. One, it'll hold it together a little bit more, and it'll give it a kind of a different crispy outside shell.
Now we're gonna be cooking this one out here on the UDS. You guys seen me cook on the UDS before, so it's already outside prepped and ready to go. So we just waiting to do our prep work here, and then we're gonna toss her on the smoke. And we are using applewood.
Applewood chips.
Yeah,
that's right.
Applewood, so.
All right.
All right. So, hey, hang around while we go ahead and wrap this bad boy in some bacon, and then we show you that little piece of prep work, and then we'll toss her out on the smoker, and then we'll come back, maybe we'll tell a few stories, and then we'll give you a taste test. So, hey, hang around, don't go nowhere.
Now that we got the tenderloin and the bacon cooked to the way we want to get it cooked, we're going to put the barbecue glaze on it, which is about a cup of sweet baby rays, hickory barbecue sauce, and a half a cup or so of maple crown. So you let it mix and simmer until it gets real thick, and then you apply it to your pork loin. Give it a glaze.
How long do we let this sit on the pork loin before we take the whole thing off?
It don't have to sit long, maybe about 10, 15 minutes, just enough to get it caramelized on the bacon.
Okay.
You don't want to let it sit too long because you don't want your meat is already cooked.
Okay.
Well, now that we're finished with our barbecue, we got it off the UDS, and take a look at it. It's got a nice caramel glaze on it from the barbecue sauce. The bacon's cooked real good. How long do we cook it for?
Yeah, and we cooked it at 250 degrees on the UDS for about 2.5 hours. We cooked it to an internal temperature of 150 degrees, and then we glazed it. As you saw, my brother glazed it, and then we let it go for about another 10-15 minutes, and then so now here it is. So we're ready for a taste test. Man, it smells great. It looks fabulous. I love the way that looks. So, all right, so
there we go.
Yeah. Why don't you cut some that in that way? Oh, that's right. I forgot you.
Yeah, I'm left-handed.
All right.
We're gonna swing it.
Oh.
How about that?
Bacon could have been a little bit crispier, huh?
Yeah.
It's juicy though. I see the apple. That was pretty good. Oh, we got apple all inside that bad boy.
Oh yeah.
All right. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna go get some forks right quick so we can taste this bad boy.
That'll work.
All right. So I got a couple of forks. So let's go ahead and dig into this bad boy. Where's the string at?
It's in that somewhere.
I don't want to eat no string.
Just pull it out. Pull it out as floss. Use it as floss.
All right, let's go ahead and have a taste test. Yeah. A piece with some of the fruit in it. There we go. All right. Oh man, I can smell the Crown Royal apple in it.
Oh yeah.
And it's really, really, really juicy, man.
Then we'll cut this one in half.
That's good. That's juicy. I can taste it. Crown Royal apple stuff. It probably could use a little bit more salt. It's sweet.
Yeah.
It's very sweet. It's very sweet. Maybe if I had a little bit of bacon. But did you try some of the bacon?
Yeah, I did. And your leftover sauce can be used as a dipping sauce. So make sure you get all your barbecue sauce, get the full flavor.
Okay. I think when we inject it with the apple juice, is that a piece of string? When we inject it with the apple juice, I think we should put probably about 1/4 of a cup of kosher salt in there with it. Mm-hmm. That way it gives you a little internal, there's that string. It gives you a little internal saltiness.
Yeah.
To go along with the sweetness. But when you eat it with the bacon, the saltiness of the bacon and the sweetness of the pork tenderloin is perfect. And I love the way that fruit adds those spots of tenders and flavor all throughout the tenderloin. Great cook, brother. Wow.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, wow. That's all we have time for tonight. If you are interested in cooking this, I have all the ingredients and everything down in the description block. I want to thank my brother for coming up and spending the 4th of July with us. We had a fantastic time, man. We don't get a chance to hang out too often, but when we do it right. So, anything you want to say to people?
Yeah, just to let you know that the props we have set up over here, the Crown Maple is for your barbecue sauce. The Crown Apple is for the injected dry apple. And the Crown Black is, that's our seasoning. So, y'all have a happy 4th. And nothing like family.
And like we always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. If it's fire, then damn it, there just might be a barbecue there. See you guys around the smoke. That was good.
That's good.